The UC men's soccer team set to head on the road to take on SMU in the midst of a race for a conference title. Joined now by head coach Hylton Days. And coach, a rain out earlier this week against Eastern Illinois, and it looks like the weather hasn't cleared out since then, but no time to think about that as you guys have a huge matchup coming up here on Sunday.
Yeah, we were disappointed the fact that we couldn't get the Eastern Illinois game in, but the weather basically made that determination for us. So now we're on to SMU.
We've been talking all season about the youth of this team and how it's kind of grown up before our eyes. We see Adam Wilson leading the nation in assists. We see guys like Ryan Melink, Daniel Ogini, freshmen who are stepping up and scoring a bulk of the goals. It's really been a joy to watch these guys mature before our eyes.
Yeah, we're really delighted with the way our young players have really played this season. It's a testament to them because they've put a lot of hard work in, and they're getting the rewards from that. And we're really pleased with also just the way the teams come together, because you can have great individual performances, but sometimes it doesn't translate into team success. But that's not the case for us. We're having team success along with good individual performances from our young players.
There's no substitute for chemistry, and there's no substitute, I think, for confidence as well, and that's something you really can't fake. And you have won some big matches on the road. We saw the Memphis win to start conference play. We saw the IUPUI game last week. Heading on the road here this weekend, I would think your team would have to have some confidence knowing that they've been there and done that.
Yeah, I think that we're playing with a lot of confidence. I think that this team feels as if, we can go on the road in difficult environments and get results. Certainly, the win at Memphis proved that, and then going on the road to IUPUI, coming off the disappointment of the UConn match, and we took care of business there. So, we're going to SMU with confidence, with a belief, but also understanding that it's a difficult environment and we're playing a tough team. So, still a lot of work to be done.
Now taking a look ahead at the match on Sunday against SMU. As we said, your team tied for first place in the conference. Big match. What are some keys for you guys coming away with a victory on the road?
Well, first of all, SMU is a very talented team. They were actually picked in preseason to win the league, and they had 4 players on the preseason all-conference team. So they're very talented. They're running into form. They're just coming off a 4-0 win at Memphis, and they've got 3 conference matches left, and I'm sure that they're looking at, hey, how can we improve our position? How can we win matches within the league? So we know we're going to play against a very good SMU team. From our standpoint, they're very, very good on restarts. Last year, they scored on us on both times we played them on restarts, so they execute very well. So we're going to have to be solid defensively on restarts. They're also a team that possesses the ball very well. They move it very well, and so we're going to have to make sure that we're solid defensively, that we're compact, and that we don't give them good looks. And they've got excellent players. Mario Cicero was Offensive Player of the Year last year in the league. He's starting to run into form. They've got McLaughlin, who scored against Memphis. They have excellent goalkeeping, so they have really good players that can get results for them. So we're going to have to keep those players on the wraps a little bit. And then the start. We know we need to start well when you're on the road. You need to make sure that you're matching the intensity and the energy of the home team. And so we've got a work cut out for us, but I feel like our guys will be ready. Certainly today and tomorrow we'll prepare as best as we can, and we'll go to SMU and hopefully get a result.
Well, it's certainly the kind of match you like to be in this position late in the season to play in. Coach, wish you best of luck, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, this head coach Hylton Days as the Bearcats head to SMU, tied for first place in the American Athletic Conference standings. Here with the redshirt freshman outside midfielder Ryan Melink, and good run for your team over this last month or so, and a good run for yourself as you currently lead the team with 5 goals. Everything going pretty well here as of late.
Yeah, it's going great. I mean, we're doing really well as a team, and individually I think I'm doing pretty well too. Just need to keep up the scoring so we can keep up the wins,
Seems like you've really hit your stride here as we hit the closing stretch. It seems like this team has hit its stride. We've talked all year about the youth of this team, and it kind of seems like everything's coming together here as you get to these really important games down the stretch.
Yeah, we're doing great. We have a couple games coming up that are really important for our season. We need to just focus on what's really important, just winning these games, and I think we'll do great.
We mentioned you lead the team in goals as a redshirt freshman. Adam Wilson leading the nation in assists as a sophomore. You guys still early on in your career, but it seems like you've developed some really good chemistry here early in your careers.
Yeah, I'm really happy for him. That's a really good accomplishment for him. It's not that easy to do. I know we've been best friends since we've met each other last year. We're also roommates, so that actually helps on and off the field. So he's a fun guy to hang out with, yeah.
Well, it certainly shows in your guys' chemistry out there on the field. Best of luck down at SMU this week, and we'll talk to you next week for some more big matches.
Thank you.
All right, that's redshirt freshman outside midfielder Ryan Melink leading this team in goals as the Bearcats set to head on the road to take on SMU.